Hey everyone, welcome to Shima Flow Yoga. I'm Jodi, and today we have an awesome Vinyasa and Yin yoga practice to detox. This is the last detox video of our series for the month, so I'm super excited that you are here to join me. So I've got my space set up. I have this yoga mat that I'm trying out for the first time. It's actually a travel yoga mat by Manduka, so I'm gonna check it out today, and I'm gonna have a review on this mat coming to you very soon. I've got my essential oils going behind me. You can see my diffuser. It's got a really pretty light to it. I don't know if you can see the vapor coming out, but it smells awesome. I'm using this new, not new, but this essential oil called Balance. It's a blend of different essential oils from doTERRA, and it really helps me feel grounded and balanced. So check out doTERRA if you haven't before. I'm going to throw a link at the bottom, an affiliated link. So if you are interested in it, check it out. Let me know. Just drop me a line. I'll be happy to share more information on that. So grab your yoga mat and let's find your happy place. All right, so let's get started in a seated position, Sukhasana or easy pose. So Sukha, easy asana pose. And if it's not so easy for you to sit in this pose, then feel free to prop yourself up on a folded up blanket or a block to support your hips. So we're just going to take a couple moments to come to our breath and to check in. So close your eyes. Rest your hands comfortably on your lap. And start to come to your breath as we breathe in and out of the nose. And take a moment here to simply notice how you're feeling. No expectation, no judgment. Even if you're feeling less than 100%, it's okay. And here, continue to notice the breath as it keeps us in this moment. We're going to repeat a mantra to ourselves before we begin moving our bodies today. So just repeat this mantra to yourself. I come to my breath to be present in the moment, so I'm able to make choices that serve me in the best way possible. I come to my breath to be present in the moment, so I'm able to make choices that serve me in the best way possible. And as you continue to notice your breath, think about what that affirmation or mantra means to you. How can you apply this mantra to your life? I come to my breath to be present in the moment, so I'm able to make choices that serve me in the best way possible. All right, slowly blink open your eyes. And let's get moving in our bodies. So we're going to go ahead and come into a tabletop position onto the hands and knees. And as we come here, just mindfully placing your wrists under your shoulders, spread your fingers a little wider than you normally do, so you can kind of feel that space between the fingers, knees underneath the hips. And we'll just move a little bit through cat-cow. So inhale. Lift your chest, your chin, your gaze, draw your shoulders back. And even though the belly's kind of hanging down, you still want to draw the navel in towards your spine and lift the tailbone up. Notice how that feels through the back of your body. Again, being present, we start to notice all these sensations that we feel in our body. Exhale, round the back, press away through the hands, navel to spine, drop your head, chin towards your chest. And again, feeling that wonderful stretch through the back of your body. Let's inhale, come back up into cow pose, lifting up, looking up. Good, keeping the arms strong, shoulders back. Exhale to cat, round the back, drop the head, breathing out. A couple more times, take it at your own pace. Let the breath guide you today. All right, so there's so many different ways that the mantra, that affirmation we repeated, can be applied in our lives, right? And through the practice of yoga, right, we can apply it so that we are so mindful and so present with how we're moving our body, right? Avoiding any type of forcing, right, or injury in your yoga practice. By listening to the body, right? Being with the breath, present in the moment, and completely aware of how you're moving and what you're feeling. Let's do one more breath in. Exhale, press away. Good. Inhale one more time. Lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your knees, lift your hips. Push into your hands. Move the hips back. Press the heels down. Heads relax. Look between your legs or even at your navel to increase that openness through the belly. Good. Slow, deep breath in and out. Good. Let's inhale to plank pose. Shift your shoulders over the wrists. You might need to slide those feet back just a little bit. Take the gaze forward. Exhale, pull back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale back into your plank pose. Take it forward. Push away. Look forward. Nice and strong belly in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press away. And again, inhale, take it forward into plank. Feel the strength. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to do this a couple more times. You can always drop your knees here and move between a low plank and child's pose, or a low plank and downward facing dog. Inhale forward. Exhale, take it away. Good. Again, take it forward and pull it back, picking up the pace just a little bit. One more time. Inhale and exhale. All right, take a deep breath in. Look up to your hands. Bend your knees, step, or jump your feet all the way forward between your hands to a standing forward bend. Take your hands around your legs, drop your head. Look towards your knees. Feel that nice stretch to the back of the body. And then inhale, sweep your arms up all the way. Reaching up, join your palms. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's move. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, flat back, and look forward. So squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other, shoulders back. Exhale, plant the hands outside the feet. Step into your plank position. Okay, knees up or down, you choose. Spin the inside of the elbows forward. Shift your shoulders forward an inch. Bend your elbows, lowering halfway or maybe all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes, push into the hands as you start to lift your chest. Remember here, you guys, you can keep your elbows bent here or you can straighten them up. You decide what works for you. Open up through your heart, tuck your toes, lift your hips. We're going to move through these sun salutations, okay? Inhale, up on the toes, bend your knees, look up, exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet between your hands. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold all the way down, draw yourself in. Inhale, rise to standing, stretch your arms up. Good. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, come all the way down. Drop the head. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back, look forward. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat. Now step or jump into that plank position. Knees up or down. Spin the inside of the elbows forward. Shift forward an inch. Bend the elbows. Halfway, all the way down, untuck the toes. Right? Lift up through the heart. Gaze up. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. One more time through. Inhale. Up on the toes. Bend your knees. Look up. Exhale. Walk, step, or jump between the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up. Stretch your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Good. One more time. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Halfway lift. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands on the mat, step or jump into your high push-up, knees up or down, shift forward, lower down, elbows in. Untuck the toes, straighten the arms, lift your heart, relax your shoulders, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Let's hold here for a couple breaths. Feel that nice stretch through your body. Okay, we're gonna take the right leg up as we inhale. So nice lift through that leg. Open up through your hip. Maybe straighten out through the leg or bend the knee. What feels good to you? Sometimes just moving your body. It might not look so graceful, but if it feels good, who cares? Okay, one more breath in and then step it through. We're taking crescent lunge. Okay, so you can have your back knee up or you can drop your back knee down. All right, for here I'm gonna lift up. I'm pressing into the feet, finding balance. We're gonna reach the arms up towards the sky. All right, so feet should be about hip width distance just so that you can balance in this pose, because if they're too close together, you will start to wobble for sure. So find that hip width distance, knee over the ankle, reach the arms up and back, shoulders relax down, crescent lunge position. Relax the toes in your front foot. Come back to your breath. Hug your inner thighs in towards each other. Take one more breath in. Now on the exhale, we're going to do an open arm twist, okay, to the right. So you're going to reach your right arm behind you and your left arm in front of you. You're going to take your gaze over your back shoulder. Now, for me, I have to turn my palm in because I'm working with some type of shoulder, I don't know, situation going on where it does not feel good for my hand to open up this way. So I turn it out. See, and that's just an example of listening to your body. 99% of the people, when I was in yoga this morning, had their palm facing the other way. I was the only one facing this way, but you just got to do what you got to do. Lift up. Imagine someone's pulling on that back hand. Lift up a little bit more. Breathe. We're starting to feel this in the legs for sure. Okay, drop the back arm, lift the top arm up. So it's like a revolve, reverse lunge, a little bit of twist. Feel that through the spine, through the back, definitely through that front leg. Let's take one more breath in. Okay, exhale, stand up, turn to the left, right? Now you're facing the long edge of the mat. Turn your toes out and bend into your left knee. This is called Skandasana. It's a low lunge. So from here, you want to try and sit down all the way if you can. If you can't, that's okay. You can stay up a little bit higher here in this lunge, okay? Here, heel might pop up, maybe your heel's flat. Find what's going to work best for you. Okay, you might bring your hands here or use your hands here for support. There's no right or wrong. What we're tuning into is this extended leg. We feel this nice stretch here through the inner thigh. And then as you send your hips back a little bit, that stretch is going to intensify. So it might work best for you to have your hands here so that you can get deeper, okay, if that's what you want. Maybe you want to work on balance, so you keep your hands here. Again, totally up to you. I want to feel this stretch, so I'm going to drop my hands down, send my hips back a little bit more. You can move around a little bit in this pose. Again, coming to your breath and just working your way into it. Feels really good, a really nice deep stretch for the inner thigh and hip. All right, let's go ahead and stand back up into that straddle position. Okay, so toes are still out, 5-pointed star. We're gonna reach up through the fingertips, toes point out, and then spin your toes forward and come to a forward bend. Okay, bring your hands down under your shoulders, drop your head down. Okay, our forward bend, right? We get that nice compression through the belly. Great for digestion, great for detoxifying. Lift up halfway, come on to your fingertips. So you have a nice flat back. Place your left hand directly underneath your face and then draw your right arm up towards the sky as you twist. There's that tweaky shoulder again. So I'm gonna turn my palm back, okay? You decide what's gonna work for you. And then just kind of playing with it a little bit. Lift up, open up, feel the twist. All right, we know twistings tone our abdominals. Massage internally. Good, deep breath in. Exhale, release down. Let's switch sides. Right hand down, left arm up. Open up and twist. Lengthen through the spine. Notice what you're feeling again. We come to our breath, right, to be present in the moment so we can make the best choices. And that's what this is about. This practice of yoga teaches us to continue to connect with the breath and be completely mindful so that everything we learn on our yoga mat can transcend to off our yoga mat into our lives where it really counts. One more breath in. Let's release the left hand down. Okay, we're going to walk to the back of the mat now. So walking to the back of the mat, bend your left knee, back heel's lifted up. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up, dragonfly twist. Good. Now, notice as you're in this twist here, if you're kind of hovering, if your belly and your chest is hovering on top of your left thigh, you want to peel it away. Create a nice long spine. Think about length from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. As you lean back, take the gaze up. You can always drop your knee here. Okay, pull the belly in. Find your breath. Notice your right hand here. If you're really weighted down through the hand, right, lift up and lengthen a little bit out of that hand as you reach up through your fingertips. Take one more breath in and then release down. Okay, step back into plank position. Okay, spin the elbows forward, shoulders forward, lower yourself all the way down onto the mat. Okay, you're going to bring your arms to your sides. Good. Inhale, lift your chest, reach your fingertips back. Exhale, lift your legs, locust pose. Squeeze through your shoulder blades. Feel that weight of the body, really good. For our stomach to massage, to detoxify, to help with digestion. And at the same time, we get to strengthen the back, right? Legs, booty, back, shoulders, draw away, come back, inhale. Exhale, release. Hands under the shoulders. Okay, press up to downward facing dog. Good, hold right here as we find our breath. Sink a little bit deeper. Chest moves down. I like to sway my hips side to side in my downward dog because it just feels so good. Like from my calves all the way up through my hamstrings, I get a really deep stretch when I sway side to side. So this is something that I really like to come into when I'm in my downward dog. All right, let's do the left side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step through crescent lunge. Again, you can drop your back knee or keep the knee up. Let's reach the arms up. Feet are about hip width distance. Gaze up, reach back. Find your focal point. Okay, so do you remember what our word for gaze is? That's your Sanskrit quiz of the day. Drishti, it's your gaze, right? Think about this. When your eyes are still, your mind is still, right? If your eyes are wandering, your mind is going to follow. We're always trying to create that stillness, right, in the mind. Good. Take one more breath and lean back a little bit. Exhale, come into that twist. Open arm, right arm in front, left arm behind. Good. And then again, imagine somebody's pulling on this back hand. Lean back a little bit. I'm just kind of playing with this arm hand movement, and it feels better. I feel like I can open up a little bit more through my shoulder. Good. Continue to breathe. Whoops. Working on balance. Take one more breath. Inhale, reach up. Back arm rests on the back thigh. This is pretty intense. It feels really good. Now as we reach that arm up, right, it starts increasing that stretch through the front of the hip and front of the thigh. See if you can notice that. Lean back a little bit. Again, if it's challenging you guys, that's good. Come to your breath. Continue to focus, breathing. Let's inhale, stand up, turn to the right, long edge of the mat, turn your toes out, Skandasana, bend into your right knee. Good, as you lower down, Again, coming down as far as you can. Play with those options that we did on the other side. So since I was working on really getting a deep sensation through my inner thigh here, I'm going to do the same thing on this leg. Bring my hands down. I'm going to send the hips back a little bit as I lean forward and just kind of play with this. Even using your elbow to press open through your bent knee helps open up through this hip as well. So there's just so many things, right? When we come to our breath and when we're present, when we're right here, so many different things that we can do with our bodies that feels so good. And they might be the smallest little movements, but I'm telling you, if you can practice that, right? The art of breath awareness, of being present, you're going to discover so many just little subtle things about these poses that you've never noticed before, right? How they affect your body. Good. Breathing just a little bit deeper. Okay, we're going to stand up and turn the toes out. Reaching up, 5-star, all the way up. And then turn the toes forward. This time, let's take the hands behind the back. We're going to interlace the fingers. And then straighten your arms, knuckles towards the mat. Lift your chest, shoulders open. Exhale, fold all the way down the center. Lift your arms up and away from your back. Head is heavy. Now, if it's challenging to interlace your fingers, right, to bring the hands together, take a small towel or a yoga strap if you have one handy. Hold it in your hands about shoulder width distance, and that will allow you to open up even more through your chest expansion. Good. Melt the heart deeper, bringing the chest in between the thighs. Relax your head. Good. One more breath in. Let's slowly release the arms. Hands come down. Walk it back to the front of the mat. We're coming to that dragonfly twist, right? That lunge. So you're going to bend your front knee. Left hand comes down. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Again, leaning back, peeling the belly and chest away from the thigh. Lifting up out of this left hand a little bit so you can focus on using the core. Take the gaze up if that works for you. If not, find a good position for your neck as you practice drishti, your gaze. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Stepping back into that plank position. And again, lowering yourself all the way down onto your mat. Okay, this time in our back bend, we're coming to bow pose. So you're going to bend the knees. You're going to reach back, catch your ankles. Okay, walk the knees in so they're right about hip width distance. Relax your head. Inhale, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, lift your knees. Now hold right here. As you lift your knees, push your feet away from you to open up through your chest and your shoulders a little bit more. Don't forget to breathe. It's easy to hold your breath in this pose because it's so challenging. So make sure you're coming to your breath. Let's take one more breath. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Oh, okay, hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to press back up, downward facing dog. Okay, inhale, up on the toes, bend your knees, look up, exhale. We're going to take a hop forward and sit down. Cross your legs. And then bring your feet out in front of you with your knees bent. Okay, so we're coming into Navasana. And what I want you to do is if you have a block, grab a block. If not, grab onto anything that you might have that's just easy to hold on to, okay? So we're going to just lean back here as you bend your knees and lean back, draw your shoulders back, lift your feet up, grab whatever you're holding on to. Take it up to the right-hand corner. Good. And then inhale down to the left. Exhale up. Inhale down and up and down. Move with the breath and up. Good. Down and twist. Gaze follows. Good. Reach and twist. And again, reach and twist. Two more. twist. You can always touch those toes for support and lift. Good. Now come straight up to the left and down to the right and up. Good. Try to keep the arms straight, twisting from your torso, taking your gaze with you, and up and lower and squeeze and down and twist down. Woo! Feeling this. And down. How about one more? Up and down. Good. Now place the block down, place your toes on the mat, keep the knees bent. Let's roll back again, work on that posture, lifting up and hold right here. Find your breath here, strengthening through the belly. One more inhale and exhale, release. Okay, come right onto your back. And as you come onto your back, place your feet to your ankles under your knees with your knees bent. We're going to just move into bridge pose, open up the front of the body. So arms to your sides. Relax your toes. And then lift your hips up. Okay, as you lift the hips up, walk your shoulders in. Press into your feet, lift your hips a little higher. What I like to do, right, sometimes is to grab a block. You can kind of play with the height and use it as support underneath the body. Okay, this gives really nice support, and I guess it kind of brings you into more of a restorative type of bridge. Maybe if you don't really feel like working so hard through your legs, if you want to just get a little bit of support through that lower back, you can use that bridge. It takes all that effort out of your legs and your feet. Feels really good on the spine, lower back. Actually, the pressure, right? The compression of the block into the sacrum feels really awesome. Okay, take one more breath. Let's see if we can lift those hips up a little higher. Open up through the front and then exhale, lower down. Draw your knees to your chest. Good job. Okay, so we're going to move into a couple yin poses here. So slowly find your way up to a seated position. And in this position, you can, I'm going to turn and face you. You can elevate your hips if you want to. So sit on a folded up blanket or a block, depending on how high the block is, or even a bolster. Some of the bolsters are a little smaller. We're going to come into a half butterfly pose. So we're going to take the right foot and we're going to draw it in towards your body. And for this half butterfly pose, we're going to fold right down the center. You always have the option, if you want to fold over the extended leg, but we're going to fold down the center in this pose so that we're working more on stretching out through the back of the body and folding over, so we have that compression right down the center of the belly, right? That's good for our digestion. So we're going to inhale and reach the arms up, and then exhale and release down. So you really want to try to relax as much as possible when you come into these yin poses. And I think I'm going to grab my bolster and I'm going to place that underneath my body just for a little bit of support, because I'm not so close to the ground. We use these props really for gentle support in our yin practice, because we want to really feel as much as possible. So I'm just going to use this to support my body so I can relax a little bit more. And then get that deeper sensation now without straining through my upper body, right? Using all that muscular energy through my arms to support my body. Now I can relax. And I'm noticing just that deeper sensation in my body. So feeling this in my back, the spine, my hamstring, inner thigh and hip. I'm just coming to a natural breath. And starting to relax a little bit deeper. And let's notice now where we are in our minds. Right? It's easy when we come to stillness for our mind to start becoming cluttered, right? The thoughts start pouring in. It's perfectly normal to have several thoughts enter your mind, right? Several thoughts a minute. That's normal. And start to notice if you can relax just a little bit more. And again, if you have something occupying your mind, simply let it go. And again, return to your breath. And then let's slowly release out, very gently. So when you move out of your poses, right, slowly try to keep your body as relaxed as you can. And we're going to switch sides. Okay, so taking that right leg and sending it out. Might get a little knee sensation going on there. And then pull that opposite foot in. Good. And then again, we're going to come right down the center, maybe reach up through those fingers, and then bring yourself forward, right down the middle. And I'm going to move the bolster out of my way now because I don't quite need all that support. So it's always good to have blankets, bolsters of different sizes, blocks available for you to use. And again, becoming aware of the sensation in your body, taking a moment to see if there are a lot of differences between this side and the other side. Right? This is how we become aware of imbalances in our body. And we all have them. And take a moment to check in. Surrender in this moment. And coming to your breath. Allowing your body to become heavier and clearing your mind. And maybe you can come just a little bit deeper as you hold on to this pose a little bit longer. And then becoming aware again of your thoughts. Sometimes we judge ourselves so much because our minds are so busy and it's hard to clear the mind or to be present, but it's such a natural thing to be thinking about, things all the time, what's happening, what's happened, what's going to happen. But you really just got to give yourself a break and do the best you can. And let's see if we can relax in our bodies just a little bit more. And then very slowly, right, staying very relaxed, we're going to come back up. Okay, so now we're going to move our ways onto our back. So I'm just going to release that leg out. Ooh, this knee didn't feel quite as bad as this knee. And I like to kind of have a little cushion for my head as I come into onto my back to support my head. I just like to be as comfy as possible. So we're going to come onto our back and extend your legs out and roll onto your left side. Let's do the left side first here. Okay, so we're going to roll onto the left side. And this is kind of a twist with a very gentle back bend called cat pulling its tail. So we're going to bend the left foot. You're going to reach back with your right hand and grab the foot. And then you're going to slide the right leg forward in front of you. And then slowly open your chest up and turn your gaze over to the right. And just start to begin to relax here. As you relax into your body, one of the things I really love and appreciate about the yin practice is it's so quiet. Even though some of these postures are so challenging, it's a very relaxing environment. So it creates that perfect balance. I don't know if you can hear, but I've got my essential oil diffuser running right by here, and I can hear the water. It sounds like a fountain. It's really beautiful. And the essential oil I have, it's called Balance. It's very kind of a woodsy, very grounding type of essential oil. It smells amazing. So if you don't have a diffuser, if you don't practice with essential oils, I encourage you to give it a try. It will just enhance your practice. Let's see if you can relax a little deeper. Clear your mind. And again, just tuning in, noticing if you're feeling any type of depth of sensation. I've got a little tingling going on in my right leg, that energy moving. Let's take a deep breath in. And very slowly we're going to release out. Again, move slowly, stay relaxed in your body, and then we're going to switch sides. So coming on now to your right side. Okay, bend the right foot. Slide that left leg out in front. Open the chest, turn your gaze to the right or to the left. This feels good. And just start to relax here as much as you can. So I'm noticing in this pose, I'm feeling it a little bit more in my hip. Good. And then reconnecting with your breath if you lost that connection. See if you can relax just a little bit more. Sometimes, and this happens to me quite often, is I'm not even realizing that I'm holding on to tension, right? Or muscular energy putting forth. I don't even realize it. And you come through and connect a little deeper and notice how much more you can start to relax and let go. Good. Take a deep breath in. And slowly start to release out. Nice and easy, coming back onto your back. And then just hug the knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side a few times. Good. And then hug the knees back in. Deep breath in. Exhale. Let's release the feet out. Let's move into our final resting pose, Shavasana. To come onto your back, turn your palms up, and relax in your space. Okay, we're gonna slowly start to move out of Shavasana, but if you want to stay longer, hit the pause button and stay here in this final relaxation as long as you want to. And we're going to start to move the fingers, through the feet, through the toes. Let's bend the knees. Keep your eyes closed here. Roll over to either your right or your left side. And bring yourself all the way up into a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take your internal gaze to your hands. Let's return to our mantra and come to my breath to be present in the moment so I can make the best choices possible for myself. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms up above the head, sweep the energy up. Join your palms. Bring your hands back to your heart. Namaste. Great job, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. So this concludes our month of detox, but I'm really glad that you decided to stick with it for this month and keep up the practice, keep up the good practices. And remember, come to your breath to be in the moment so you can make the best choices possible for yourself. It actually works. So today, just a little shout out. I tried this travel yoga mat from Manduka. I'm going to be doing a review on it very soon, but I got to tell you, this had held up really well for being a travel yoga mat. You can see how thin it is, but I'll give you more information on that. And I'll throw a link at the bottom, an affiliated link at the bottom for this mat if you're interested in finding a good travel mat. Also for essential oils, if you haven't explored it, if you're interested, I use doTERRA essential oils. They're the best of the best. If you have questions on that, send me an email, make a comment, check out my affiliated link, let me know if I can help you in any way. And if you like the video, press the like button, share it with others, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you very soon. Namaste.